Yep. Hello, everyone. Matthew. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Matthew. Talk, double talk, dip, dip.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's your favorite guy in a wheelchair. We're going to make it real simple today for breakfast. That's actually lunchtime. Thanks, Randy. We got all this burger left over. Might as well use it, because you know, when in Rome. And this burger was pretty damn good last time, so. And while I'm cooking, Dad's going to be back there building the door for the bathroom. So y'all get a little sneaky peeky on that. Oh, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Oh, you click something. It's on the menu.
Indeed, it's about to piss me off.
Your battery's almost dead too, by the way.
Yeah, just put it on. Well, I don't have one with all the number, but I'll just change batteries and cut it off.
Is nobody talking?
No.
Dang, okay.
People want to know if we're live, and then when we go live, they don't want to talk. Oh, well.
It'll be alright. Like I said, I'm just cooking burgers. I ain't doing a lot. Is anybody there?
It's showing 5 people, 4 thumbs up.
Well, people are thumbing up.
Yeah. You can cook, and I got to work here.
Oh, Matthew is in here still.
Who?
Matthew. He said, I'm here.
Hello, Matthew. Thank you.
If you didn't hear him, he said hello and thank you. I feel like I've just done nothing but sit around the last 10 weeks. However damn long.
I don't know about you, but it feels a lot longer than that.
You're telling me. If I was still in school, I would have got a report card by now. Matthew said same here. They let you out yet? I start my therapy on the 17th, and I'm nervous. Nicest way I can put it is I'm nervous. scared, whatever you want to call it. I've done everything I can to listen to these doctors. I don't know, I'm just worried. Well, hello, Lotus. Lotus said hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
He said hello, hello. Matthew said yes, but I went back to racing and got injured again, and now I'm back in the hospital. You know, buddy, I hate to say it, but we need to start listening to these doctors because they went to school a lot longer than I did. I know we want to get back to what we're doing, but man, it ain't worth being hurt. Olivia said good morning.
Good morning.
Lotus said, you just stay in the hospital. He keeps on. They're just going to sign him up for full-time employment. I heard they got good pay. They better got good pay for what they damn charged me. Oh, Jane's here. Hello, Jane.
Hello, Jane.
How was dinner with the family? Olivia said, I'm going to set you to the hospital. You ain't sending me to shit. I ain't going back. I'm like those movies whenever they going back to prison. I ain't going back. Let's see, Lotus said, hey to Jane. Matthew said, yeah, this time they are saying I'm going to need PT. I'll tell you, again, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. All I can ask is be nice. Yes, it's going to suck, and they're going to want you to do some things that might hurt a little bit. But they got your best interest in mind, and if you work with them, that generally speaking, they work with you. So just remember they have a job to do. I'm going to try to work with my PT people. I've not met these people, but the people that was in the inpatient rehab for PT and all was absolutely amazing, and hopefully these people are close to the same. Lotus said, already, Olivia? Well, she's always angry. Jane said, I'll send pics. Cool, okay. Olivia said, no, not you, Lotus, Randy. Oh, okay. Jane, Dad is building it's going to be a sliding door for the bathroom. Instead of the open door and take up a lot of room, it's going to be a sliding door. So he's building a custom one-off door. Lotus said, what happened this time, Matt? Jane said, hey, Lotus, and to Matthew. Olivia said, I don't know, I just woke up. You were the first person I saw. Well, that's a damn scary thing to see the first whenever you wake up. Matthew said on Wednesday they're going to put 27 pins in my foot because it's basically snapped in two. Be careful, I think pins come out. So that's going to hurt like hell. But be patient because that shit's going to have to heal, and I promise when it heals, you'll know it. Just give them time. Matthew said hey to Jane. Jane said, oh, cool. Jesus is king. Hello, Jordan,
Hello,
right?
Jesus.
Dad said hello. Good morning, Jordan. Jane said hello to Jordan. Lotus said, Matt, don't you do demo derby? I'm pretty sure he did. He does. Jesus said hey to Jane. Lotus said, if so, stop that. Olivia said, see, I'm still tired. I'm targeting Lotus, not you, Randy. Oh, okay.
Can't we all just get along?
Let's see here.
We really need to quit targeting people. Let's just get
Lotus
along.
said, or stop demoing Priuses. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Matthew said, like, damn it, I would rather race. I get it. I promise, I would rather be out here walking around and helping the dang bald man. But if I'm not careful with the kind of injuries I had, I'll be in this chair for damn near ever if I don't let things heal right. So I have to be patient. And you don't have to be, but it's either you're going to be patient or you're going to be worse off than you started. And I don't think we want to be worse off than we started. Lotus said, go back to bed. Olivia said, no. Matthew, yes, Lotus, I do demo derby and I'm not going to stop racing. Well, I'm not going to tell you to stop, but let yourself heal. Olivia said, you're not my real mom. Jordan said, how are you, Randy? I have been better, but it feels good to drive. How are you? Asked Jordan, Jesus.
I'm doing awesome. Hope you are.
He said he's doing awesome. Hope you are. And I hope you're doing well, Jordan. Lotus said, boy, am I glad of that. Well, just something as simple as driving has made me feel a lot better. Olivia said, me too, you're a lot nicer. I'm not. Do you want one piece of cheese or two?
Put two on, I don't care.
Yo, I got Mike to try a cheer one. He was not a fan. He was a good
Well,
sport.
it really wasn't fair, he's drinking hot.
Let's see here. Let's see. Lotus said, "Man, how was that drive yesterday?" A long drive. It took 58 minutes for me to get there, but it was a little nerve-wracking not having anybody with me. So, but it felt good. And then, of course, I drove here today. Let's see. Jane said she sent pictures. Okay, we'll check them. Let's see, Jordan said, doing okay, spiritually tired, just trying to do better.
Yeah,
Well,
we're with you, buddy.
something that helped me a lot is the only person you need to compete with is the person you were yesterday. And some days you're not going to make progress. But the challenge is not giving up. And this is coming from the guy who gives up a lot. But I understand. Let's see, Olivia said, I like driving, now it's enjoyable. Well, it's always been enjoyable for me, but now that it was taken away from me for damn 3 months, I get it. Jane said, Jordan, I hope you're doing okay. Matthew said, I like racing. I like burnouts. 6.2 Vic 1, NTP, ND Projects. In chat. I think so. He does a little finger thing.
All right.
Let's see, Olivia said, at least he isn't ignoring you, Mama Bear. I ignore everybody, mainly because I forget to respond. Lotus said, then you need like 15 lucky rabbit foots in your race car. Apparently he just needs a normal foot. Where's the plate? You hear me?
Huh?
Where's the plate? I'll get it. I'm close.
It's, right there,
Got it.
first one.
Okay, I'll get called up in just a second. Burgers are done enough for me. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Let me get caught up.
I'll be right there.
I'm going to put mine on the bun and all. Let's see here. Let's see. Better yet, I'll just use Dad's phone. Let's see. Lotus said, then you need like 15 lucky rabbits foots in your race car. Jordan said, I am. Thanks, R3. Well, no problem, buddy. Just some days are tougher than others,
Be
buddy.
right back.
Jane said, Matthew, unfortunately, the demo derby is not your friend. You've been injured a lot. Maybe find something that isn't so dangerous. You know, I think they said the same thing about me cutting trees. Olivia said, and you have yet to respond. I keep forgetting.
See, he just did it. Just told you.
Dang it. Matthew said, no! This is your fault. That's what's wrong.
No, I'm looking for my glasses.
Jordan said, I hope you ate too, Jane, or R2, excuse me. R2D2? Jane said, is that really big? Hell, I'll tell you real quick. Yeah, keep on. Yes, that is the real Bick.
He hates Fords.
He hates Fords. Matthew said, Jane, that's impossible. Olivia said, Matthew, join drag racing or drifting. It's just as thrilling. I don't know, something about being able to legally hit people with your car sounds pretty thrilling. Lotus said, Matthew, trying to beat Evil Knievel's record for most broken bones. Y'all can have that. Madison said, hi.
Chester said everybody likes his chair. Every time he comes up here, somebody's
Somebody's
ass is
in
in it.
Yeah. Olivia said, LOL. Jane said, Matthew, trust me. When you get older, you may regret some of your decisions because you're going to have a lot of body pain. True. Lotus said hi to Madison. Madison said hi to Lotus. Matthew said, not really, Lotus. Olivia said, hi, Madison, get Randy. He is being mean to me. Okay, I'm mean to her too. Nobody stops me.
I'm going to have to say this, and it's probably not going to go right, but Matthew, make yourself happy and do what you want to do. We're not promised tomorrow. You may not even wake up when you're older.
Yep.
So now, I don't encourage you trying to kill yourself in a demolition derby, but if you're happy, buddy.
Madison said, you just now learning he's mean to everyone, Olivia. I mean, she should know that by now.
Maybe
Matthew-
he's not mean. Everybody just takes it wrong.
Matthew said, I'm going to keep demo racing, guys. That makes you happy. Just be careful. Madison said, hey to Jane. H7
Hello.
said hi. Hello. Jane said hi to JH7. Olivia said, no, I knew that. He's just ignoring me. You want one?
Yes.
I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't responded. I respond on business days. Jane said, full moon caught up to you in the OB this week, huh? I think it did. They had like two sets of twins. Lotus said, I won't stop you. Have fun. Just don't die. Matthew said, I am happy with racing. That's what matters. Dennis the Menace.
Hello, Dennis.
Good afternoon, Dennis. Olivia said in all caps, Dennis. Jane said, hi, Dennis. Dennis said, Ghosty and Jane with the waving emoji. All right, with that note, I am caught up. Olivia said, no constructive criticism or anything. Well, kind of hard to give constructive criticism on a drawing whenever the best I can do is a stick figure. So, substantially better than I can do.
Lord, no, I've learned not to say that to Olivia. She gets pissed off. She gets mad. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Let's see. I'm going to move my chair over here. See if I can get to where maybe I can help you read some comments.
Where's... Oh, there's mine. Oh, my God.
What?
I'm behind.
Save room for cake. We got to finish this cake off.
Yeah, we gotta eat the cake. Hey, we can have our cake and eat it too.
There you go. Let's see. I believe that's already been read. Here we go. Where are you?
I haven't never done products.
See, I believe it says, no control. You read that?
Hey, we're gonna have mine closer. I'll move that closer because we're on the phone. Okay. Lotus said, hey, what's got 5 toes and isn't your foot?
Well,
Your foot?
my foot.
You gonna read the comments now?
See, Jane said, hey, Rusty Metal.
Rusty
good
Metal's in here?
news.
Jamie's in here?
Let's see, let's see. Good news. Jonah has good news. Tumor isn't cancer. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Let's see, Madison, they sure did. They sure did, Jane. We had 2 sets of twins the other night and like 9 other occupants on top of that. Lots of mamas and MAGA or baby coming a little early.
It's called MAG.
Okay.
Matthew
had.
sent-
Oh, okay. James said, Manny Mag is offered. Then it said, great news, yes. Lotus said, hey, what? Oh, you read that. Hell, I thought I was caught up.
No.
Lotus, my foot, I have 4 toes on my foot. Hell, I got 3, but I also got 2 more. James said, we had snowstorm once. I had to work a double 8-hour shift. Had 2 sets of twins, triplets born within hours of each other. Good Lord.
Bump that.
Matthew said, sent Pumpkinhead. Olivia said, hey, Lotus, want to hear a joke? Lotus said, not surprising, Matthew. Matthew said, yes, it is. Feel bad for every mom I've had on it. Lotus said, Lotus said, oh, sure. Matthew said, stop that, Lotus. Lotus said, okay, I'm done, Matt. Uh-oh, I just lost chat. There it is. Excuse me. Olivia said, there are 500 bricks. One falls. How many are there? There's still 500.
Just one fell off.
Oh, but I guess you were talking to.
Tell you what, these burgers are good.
Yeah.
Need some chili.
Yeah. Chester wants her chili.
He mad as hell about that, ain't he?
Lotus said 500.
That was good.
Matthew said, I don't have my big toe on my left foot because I lost it in my first year of racing. Ouch. Olivia said, oh, I mean, they're on a plane, by the way, and no $4.99. Where did the... Jane said, oh, burgers, no sausage patties, we skip breakfast.
Yeah.
I told Randy to let me know when he was coming, and he let me know, but Chester was here, and I didn't go get any kind of breakfast food. So Randy said he was hungry, and we had burgers. Now, is that still from the 10 pounds of meat? Yes. And it was frozen. Wait a minute. Jesus said, made it to the second round of playoffs one Friday. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yes, Madison, it was actually frozen, so it did keep. I'm going to have to teach Randy to cook his burgers just a little bit more, though.
Mine's done very good. Well, not my fault. My bad.
How do you stuff an elephant in a fridge?
The same way Jeffrey Dahmer did. He cut them up in pieces.
James said, who won, Jordan? SD said hi. Hello, SD. Come on, Olivia. We're waiting. We're waiting, Olivia. Don't ignore us, Olivia.
Oh my God, Olivia's being mean to me. She's ignoring me.
Olivia's ignoring us, Jane. James says, I like mine a little less done, but I don't want pink, just a little past that. Bruce, I don't know. Matthew said, yeah, my best friend hit the car on the driver's side and my foot was injured so bad that they had to lose the toe. 3 and 4 years later, I'm still racing. James said, hi, Steve. Jesus said, us. Olivia said, no, you just open and stuff it in there. How do you stuff a giraffe in the refrigerator? I don't know how. Jane Jordan, who is us? Did you play?
Oh, I have something I need to show you.
Jesus said, yeah, my high school football team. Madison, 1 month of silly YouTuber. What?
Yes, you can join. So,
Now I gotta make a.
wait a second. She sent a bunch of damn wheelchair handicap emojis.
It didn't show that.
Oh,
yeah, it
shit.
did. Yeah, it did. Madison said, hey, that's not the worst of it. I had a friend that had a heart attack and passed on the track because someone hit him so hard. Oh, man, that's bad. James said, Austin, did you play on the team? Logan said, I found the page you are getting these from. Jesus said, yes. Logan said, is that a thing we've been missing out?
It's the
Well, I
red.
thought it's the red ones. I thought we had red ones, but I couldn't remember what we was gonna do with them.
I can't either.
Seemed like we were gonna get them for Twisted Sister,
Yep. And I don't remember why we have the white ones.
cause we got Duncan made all them,
Yeah.
and the white one come from
Kent Stone?
Kent Stone. We tried to see.
Okay.
Let's see. Maddie said, "Yeah, where's my sign? I will work on it."
You don't get a sign.
Oh yeah, that's not that. How you say that, Blazer? How's that? Hey, old man, how you doing, Blazer? Levy said, "Read up, Randy." James said, "Hi, Rep A, Rajay,
Raja.
Raja." Sorry, Levy said, "I sent the other part of the joke."
Lotus, you asshole.
Raja, well, how'd you say it?
Raja.
Raja said, "I am a car electrician. Any vacancy? I wish we could get you."
Only
Wish
way
we
we
could
can
afford
afford it is by paying you no attention.
Yeah, Lotus said, Randy handicap. Matthew said, Louise. Matthew says, put them on the blue truck.
Red decals on the
Yeah.
blue truck?
Yeah. Or she might be my white ones.
I would put the white ones on there. What I would like to do, I thought about it on my way. I want a different hood on it. I would like to take the truck to Hard, Adam, and get him to fix the dents on the bed and respray the bed. I mean, it wouldn't take long, I wouldn't think. Wouldn't need to respray the bed, I wouldn't think. Just need to fix the clear coat issue. If Daryl wasn't over 8 hours away, I'd take it to him. But do that.
Libby said, ew, no red on a blue truck.
She said car.
I like Blazer better. I can't pronounce it right.
Okay, it's Roger, but okay.
Roger, but Blazer, I need a job. James said, what would look sharp, red on blue? Yeah, with a little white outline, red, white, and blue.
Well, it's no white outline, it's just red.
I got a marker.
Oh,
Jesus said, play nose guard and defense tackle. James, Madison said the white ones.
all right, let's see what they think.
He wants to see what y'all think. On the white puts it on me. I only have to walk all the way out there if I don't lose y'all. Levy, I'm sorry I missed the last part of that joke. He had already moved. He gets done eating and he hauls ass and get a chance to eat. Here, hold with one hand and I'll hold with the other.
Can y'all see that? That feels like it's a lot longer than on the cars.
No,
But-
it takes up the whole car on that.
But I mean, red wouldn't look bad. Madison said, Randall, let the man eat. Fine.
I don't have to come on by. I knew that'd do that.
275, 50, 22s. Well, we got white, Madison, right there. I don't know where the other one is, but we got a white one right there. Lotus said handicap burnout. If I had tires, I would.
Levy said, dang. James said, Jordan, I hope you guys win it all. Levy said, never mind then. Jesus said, me too. Jesus said, it looks good in my opinion. Levy says, no, you think red and blue is overused though. James said, so Liv, what is the end of the joke? Madison said, thought you said you had white. We do. It's what's on the, it's what's on the wall. I can't hear what he's saying. Jesus said it looks good in my opinion. Let's see, wait a minute. Lotus said burnout, wheelchair. James says, hello Lotus. Mattis said put that on the blue, on blue. Levy says, take the elephant out and stuff the giraffe in the refrigerator. Now how do you have, now the line is having a party who didn't come. Mattis said, Randy in the wheelchair. James says, I don't remember the blue truck. Randy, I thought your truck was black. His day,
I have a lot.
we got a lot of trucks, James, but that blue one is his daily driver. The black ones is what we use to do our, what we, that's it. The black one's his first truck he ever bought. Lotus said the giraffe, he is still in the fridge. James said, live the line. Mattis said, had to keep up with all the vehicles, James. Get to it, James. Come on. Let's see. Liv says, no, the giraffe is in the refrigerator. Lotus is right.
Need a napkin?
I got it. I haven't ever noticed Lotus not being right. Let's see. Pops, you drove the black one up here, right? Yes.
Yeah, that's what me and Dad drove up there.
No, that's also what I went and got.
That's right. You drove my
I
truck.
went and got yeah. See, Levy said now there was a girl crossing in a crocodile infested water and lived. How was that? James said, I thought maybe the party was in the refrigerator. Levy said, I'm afraid for the calendar, its days are numbered. Brent said, what's up, Randy?
Hey, Brent.
James said, so there's no vehicle for Hudson to drive. Justin, no.
He's got his. But
Well, we still got his. It's not,
I think the brakes
we
need to
haven't
be
got
clear.
everything quite fixed on it, but right now he's got the Camaro, so he's probably happy.
Be better if I'd have showed it.
Olivia said the crocodiles were at the party. That's how she still died. That's how she still died? Question mark. Notice said my wife and I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward. Hey, round is a shape. Jay said, what Camaro is he driving? The burnout car? No, the Z01.
Yeah. One he already wrecked one.
I better be quiet. Now, the burnout Camaros are not tagged or insured.
Jay said, geez, Lotus. Lotus said, why do fathers take extra pair of socks when they go golfing? Just in case they get a hole in one.
Hey, so did everybody like today's video? Dad said that he really liked it and I should keep doing it.
What car is that? I can't keep up. That's actually my wife's 2014 Z01 Camaro. It was up here for the trunk or treat.
Justin's mother. You didn't put apostrophe on the mother's, Madison.
See, yeah, I know y'all too.
Olivia, you saw it on the Halloween live. It was parked in the middle bay.
Jane said, oh, the red one, yes.
See.
To be honest with you, I don't like it sitting there looking at me. But, I mean, I don't know why. I just stand and sit in front of it all day, every day, and read to y'all.
I said, is this English class? No, this is never done projects. Jane said, so your wife has that one in a truck. She has the Camaro and a like
She's got a
2022 Yukon
that's a
Denali.
2023 Yukon Denali.
Let's see here. Olivia said, did I? If you watched the live, you saw it.
Lotus says, I thought the dryer was shrinking my clothes. It turns out it was the refrigerator all along.
Jane said, what's in the box?
Depends
This
on
box?
what box.
You can show them what's in this box.
It was your Christmas gift for me last year, and he just now started to get it out. Here, look, I'll hold this.
Well, it's not like I got a bunch of hands.
Brent said Sunday fun day afternoon. That's right. That's right. So what did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies.
Talk to them.
This is a Discovery Mind Blown model engine kit. 104 pieces. It's for ages 54 plus. See, I even wrote it right there.
I wanted to practice on this before I started on the Volvo. I wanted to do the head job on this one before I did the Volvo, so I figured I'd bring it up here and practice on it before I did the Volvo.
We found a Volvo head on
Don't
Marketplace
start on Lotus.
for $250. What do you mean don't start
I
on
done
Lotus?
told Lotus. Lotus said the motor's history is cracked.
Oh.
It broke the back rear end. It
Well, look,
cracked two
Lotus,
wheels.
that's the size of your motor.
Don't do that. We don't do that. We do not do that.
Let's see here.
Let's see.
Jane said, geez, I'm not making enough money. Well, I'm not either, Jane. Lotus said, that's cool. Jane said, oh, that's cool. Olivia said, ha 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 ha, with a bunch of crying, laughing faces. And then said, that's cool. Madison said, bring me Reese's. We don't have any.
Hell, we don't. Here, take all you want.
We just gave Chester a 5-pound bag of candy.
Chester come up here and says, where's that candy? I said, what damn candy do you want?
He wants candy that's not going to stick to his dentures. Don't let him eat a Tootsie Roll.
And he said, where's that bag? He took that bag first.
The Sour
said,
Patch
"That ain't
Kids."
it." And then the other bag was over here. So he said, I think that's it. It had the chocolate in it.
Yeah.
And he looked at it and he said, how much you want for it? And I said, just take that. Just take the candy.
Because, I mean, it expires in March.
And then he says, he said, Randy said y'all had like 38 pounds of candy. I said, yeah. And I said, then I bought 10 more.
I bought 25 pounds, and then Dad bought 10 more
And
pounds
he
of
said
that.
he wanted to do he was going to take this. He said, I ain't going to take your candy if you're not going to let me pay for it. And I showed him I had another bag. He said, what's in these straws?
Sugar?
That's what I told him. So he said, how do you open it? So I showed him how to open it. I poured it in my hand to show him what it is. I ate it. Well, then he took a yellow one and he opened it and he poured it in his mouth and you ought to see the look on his face. I got to laughing at him. And he put the candy back in the box. I said, take it with you. He said, I don't want it.
I want the damn candy. Oh my God.
Let's see, Madison said Reese's and chocolate. Jane said, oh Maddie, there went the chocolate. Yeah. Lotus said, it's okay. At least I drive a nice.
He said, at least I drive mine
every
every
day.
Yep.
Libby said, I do drive mine every day. Jane says, I'm looking at Acuras.
I think they're like luxury Hondas, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty quick.
Said,
It's that Colombian Bam Bam sugar.
Yeah.
I'll line it out and do a whole line of it. And if anybody from the railroad sees it, I'm just going to say I'm pretending to be one of the low seniority guys.
Lotus, Olivia said, I just don't drive the Charger because it's too rough on me. Lotus said, well, Olivia, maybe that one wasn't at you. It wasn't. That's why I told Randy to stop.
I mean,
I can't drive mine every day. I don't have enough hours to drive one every hour.
Master said separate all the Reese's and bring them to me.
No.
You can come
No.
here and get them.
Yeah, well, I'm not separating them. I'll send you a bucket of shit, but I'm not
Well,
separating.
this is her mom's bucket, and I think that is too.
I'm about sure it is.
And because that was going to be another sink, wasn't it?
It's going to be when I do the other one.
Jane said, "Yep, I like my Hondas. I've had Hondas for years. Well, they're indestructible."
I tell you what, I owned one of the other ones. It was an Acura, and now it had a lot of miles on it and everything, but I wasn't impressed with it. And I don't think I'm not saying I won't buy another one, but it'd have to be a damn good deal. Olivia said, "Well, Lotus, it felt like it was because I don't drive my Charger."
Hang on, I scribbled some stuff on this that I don't even remember scribbling on here. Oh. Oh, old man. Yeah, so,
Well, evidently I ain't even seen it because I haven't.
yeah, full motion components.
Oh.
It even has light up spark plugs.
Michelle said, "Hello, all."
Hello, Michelle. But, yeah, you hadn't looked at it much because it says right here, ages. I scribbled out whatever the age was supposed to be and I put 54 plus. Because I guess I gave you 2 years ago. Because you're 56 now.
Let's see, Lotus says, "Can I drive the Charger to make up for it?" Michelle says, "I have bought one of these little building engines for my grandson a few years ago. He enjoyed putting it up." Awesome.
Well, I'm hoping this old man enjoys it.
Lotus said, "Hi, Michelle." Jane said, "I'm going to try to look more serious this next week since I can't put my hands on a Mustang."
That's
Why
a hell of a
can't you put
difference.
your hands on a Mustang?
People usually don't like when you touch their cars.
Well, buy it. Then you can touch it all you want. They're out there. I guarantee you, Jane, if you'll put Boggy on it, he'll find you one. Lotus said, "Where's Boggy? You're not being fun." Michelle said, hello.
Boggy is too busy being a dad.
I like the Whoppers.
You're something.
Huh?
You're something. Well, Matt said, I don't think we got him anything last year. It was tight because I was out on maternity leave. You know, and we weren't even here for Christmas, were we?
I thought it was,
I thought we were in Tennessee last year for Christmas.
well, I was thinking it was birthday or something, but I may be wrong. Yeah, I don't know.
Only, Lotus said, I bet he does. Matt said, Mom
likes-
likes milk duds.
I thought that's what Chester eat. I don't think it was a Reese's. I think it was a Milk Dud.
Whatever he
He
ate.
says, "This is why I don't like that kind of chocolate." He pulled his teeth out. They looked like a turd stuck up to the roof of it. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I told him.
Let's see.
Jane said, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" I'll probably be. Yeah, well, our company used to give us turkeys. I don't think they're gonna do it now.
They
But
did it last year.
which one did they give?
Well, they gave hams. They didn't give
That's
turkeys.
right. They didn't do turkeys. They give cards.
Yep. So I imagine they'll do that again this year.
So if they give turkey, I think I'm gonna go buy a turkey fryer and try to fry one. You know, deep fry one. I've never done it, and I want one of them fryers. So if
And if it blows up, everybody can watch it on live.
yeah, if they do it, I'm gonna try it instead of throw the turkey away like we end up doing every time.
Maz said we went for New Year's. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, whoever you are, silver Tacoma with red decals. Gabriel at 8 Love Garage. The
Hey,
milk duds
Gabriel.
do great with coffee. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
never tried that.
neither did I.
Madison's working on Thanksgiving. Lotus said, yum, fried turkey, good. Madison
Well-
said, I work Thanksgiving night, Christmas night, New Year's night. I don't think I will be.
Well, I guess you better get to walking because you're gonna have the kids up here. We're gonna enjoy ourselves right here.
Let's see, Lotus said, just turn the fire off when you dunk it in, then no danger. But what's the fun in that?
Well, it depends. Yeah.
Jane said, hi to Gabriel. Gabriel said, I'll be smoking a turkey early Thanksgiving morning. Well, that sounds delicious as well. Oh, Jane said that was her youngest giving her the salute. Hey, I approve.
Hey,
Jane said, "What the hell, Maddie? You don't get every other holiday?"
I think she makes her own schedule.
Well, she puts in what days she wants and doesn't want, and they basically either give it to her or don't. But I mean, it would do good if she does work. I don't know how long my short term is going to be extended. Let's see here. 8 Gabriel said hi to Jane. Lotus said, "Not burning down the shop is fun." I can't
Yeah,
burn
that's
down
right.
but so much of it because it's block.
I don't care. I mean, we do need a roof.
Yeah.
The
And
roof,
then
the
we
roof,
can sing
the
that.
roof is on fire. Don't put it out. Let
You about burned it down last year with the oil burner. You had the whole damn chimney glowing red.
I did.
Let's see, Jane said, "You can show on YouTube."
Yes.
Eh, there we go. Madison said, supposed to be 2 winter holidays and 1 spring, but I got stuck with 3. Well,
Well,
they might call you off. You never know. People might not be popping out babies at that time. Lotus said,
I
"Nurses
forgot
get
about
paid out the wazoo to work holidays." They get paid out the wazoo, period. But yes, they do. Gabriel said, "I'm not looking forward to winter. I'm looking forward to a slowdown at work. It's been an extremely busy year." Dude, you have been busy.
who was that?
Gabriel,
What's he do?
commercial roofing.
We got a commercial building. If work slows down, I got an idea.
Jane said, "We had ham and barbecue ribs yesterday. Why don't you rub it in?" Madison said, "Time and a half. Must be nice." Granted, if I worked a holiday, I would get my regular
Hey,
8
read
hours
the
of pay,
thing right there. Nobody wants to hear this crap.
another 8 hours of pay, and then another 4 hours. So I got 8,
Fluffy.
16. I got
Hi,
20
and
hours
you
pay.
here. I love from Iraq.
Well,
Hello.
welcome in. Luffy, welcome in. Did you come here from Maria? You never know.
No.
Yep. Livia said, "I'm trying to get my family to come back down for Thanksgiving." There
Oh,
you
I
go.
was told you were doing that was your Thanksgiving thing.
Jane said, "Welcome, Iraq." Gabriel said, "Yeah, I've been missing in action a lot this summer, fall." Hey, man, I get it.
I don't like any kind of peppers, especially jalapeno.
Let's see, Madison said, "Yeah, they might, because unless you go into labor on your own, you're not going to be scheduled on a holiday or a section or induction." There you go. Well, you never know. Lotus said, "My sister is a lead nurse at the hospital in charge of a floor. She gets paid $150 an hour to work a holiday."
That'd be about right.
Yep. You know, I should really just start
That's
my...
why I was really wanting
start my
Stevie
RN
to
right
do
now.
the nursing thing.
While I'm out of work, I can go back to college real quick and start working on my RN license, and then go back and get my MBA.
Well, I got a BS license.
Yeah, you're real good at bullshitting. Let's see. Jane said, "Do you like jalapeno peppers?" I do not. Jalapeno.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I know.
And I said I don't like peppers.
Madison said, "I don't get paid that much." And she's laughing. So she's lying to y'all. Jane said, "Oh, I made stuffed jalapenos wrapped in bacon. Yummy." Well, if you get rid of the seeds are the hot part
Well, I
of
got a
the
good
jalapeno.
idea. Y'all take the peppers, and I'll take the bacon.
Bacon! Yummy, juicy, delicious bacon!
All this looks good, but this all looks like a hell of a headache to me.
It is a hell of a headache, and I only ate the Lifesavers. Olivia said she loves jalapenos.
Well, heat rises, so you ain't got much to worry about. Being ground level, the heat don't get that hot.
Shut up. Madison said, "If you're going to do that, get your CRNA like $1,000 a day, if not more." You know, I talked to your dad whenever we first met about doing something like that, but after a certain age, I just can't go get a CRNA license anymore. I have to have a doctorate.
Olivia said, "I want candy. Help yourself."
You roll on down here, you can have as much candy as you want. We even have cinnamon rolls. We have to eat cake at some point.
Yes, we got to finish it off today.
Let's see. Gabriel said jalapenos aren't so hot if they're cooked either other food or something. That's what I told him about baked macaroni and cheese with jalapenos. Olivia's mad.
Oh, hell.
I mean, the wind blew southeast instead of south. Jason Rangel.
Hello.
-08I. Hello. Olivia said, "Send me some." No, that's not how this works. It's like I told my wife. You can come get some. Jane said, "What do you mean at a certain age you can't get CRNA? You have to get a doctorate instead of just a CRNA license, I think." Michelle said, Why do you have so much candy? Well, we did a Halloween trunk or treat that one person showed up for, and she was from China.
Yeah, we really thought it would go better.
We had a lot of people saying they were coming. Daryl had a little incident at his building. He wasn't able to
But
come.
still, Daryl would, I mean,
Daryl, I think, was going to be here Saturday.
he was coming Friday.
Okay, but we
still,
understand that stuff. But
it-
we were told by people that they were going to come and bring people to get the candy.
And
So we
had
ordered a lot.
church people up here that was told, and they said that they were coming, and
Not a single
fire
person
department
came.
was coming, and we had a lot of, and none of them.
Not a single person.
So
The lady who was from China and is probably back in China at this point came here for business, for work. She said she would come, and next thing you know, she's the only person who came besides Pug and Tinker and stuff
well,
like
now
that.
they come to be part of
Yep.
it.
And it really sucked because Tinker brought all of his Fallout stuff and even dressed up.
Yeah, he dressed up, and
And I mean, I was hoping at least one kid would get to come by and get a bunch of damn candy.
I would have made that kid happy too.
Yep. Madison said, yeah, they just changed it. You now have to have a doctorate. Exactly. That's what me and your dad were talking about. Gabriel said, my phone screws up my words sometimes. My brain does that. Brent said, how was you doing today, Randy? Brent, I don't know if it has been shared. If it has, great. If it has not, I'll share it now. I went to the doctor on the 31st, expecting to be allowed to stand and start PT and start toward walking because that was 8 weeks post-accident. All my bones are healed up as good as they're going to get. Everything's formed around the rod correctly, but we're waiting on ligaments to heal back to my hip bone. Otherwise, if I tried to stand and they're not healed, my hips are just going to flay open, and they're going to have to go in, do another surgery, correct them, and plate my hips together. So it's been pushed back another 3 to 4 weeks. Buddy, I don't think I'm making it back before the end of the year, but you got you a good conductor right now. But other than that, I'm back to driving. My restrictions right now is basically don't stand, don't walk. I do need to be careful, but at least I'm allowed to drive. So it makes me feel substantially better to be driving. Livy said, but I can't, no fair. Life's not fair. Lotus said, you're in the middle of nowhere and BFE. Yes, we are. But we're right off of a highway.
There's 18 million cars come by here.
But it's okay.
But yeah, I'm
Michelle said, that's sad. If I had knew about it, I would have came with lots of kids. Well, part of the mistake that we made was it was in the air after I had my heart issue on if we were going to do it or not. And then the tree fell on me. And I kind of said, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
And it's
And
something
then-
I wanted to do for a long time. I wanted to cook the hot dogs and stuff. And
Well, while I was laying in the hospital, I called Dad and said, to hell with it, let's do it. We didn't get to advertise it much. We made flyers, but we didn't get to pass them out. I mean, life happens. But next year, 31st, Halloween is on a Saturday night. If we want to do it on a Friday night, we can. If we want to do it on Saturday, we could. If we decide to do it. But next year, if we do it, we'll advertise it better.
well, like
Jane-
I said, go ahead and catch up.
Jane said, I'm out of the loop, but I think they should have a doctorate. I agree. Madison said, you're smart. You can do it, LOL. Well, Madison, if I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to need to be a stay-at-home dad while I'm in school, and you're going to need to go back to full-time. That's going to be the only way
That ain't
to
gonna work.
keep
You
doing
can't
that
do
stuff.
that and be here. You got just
Exactly.
keep
So I'm not going to be able to do my CRNA.
Keep reading.
Jane said Mike and Beth were there, and you had two beautiful little girls there too. You know, Mike, Beth, Jonathan at Parked Up Garage, Tinker, Stephen Tinker. He lives right up the road. Who else was here?
It was a good get together. Don't get me wrong.
It was
But
just-
as far as trick or treaters, they didn't show up. Everybody come with candy to hand out.
Yep. Madison said Addie had a blast, and that's what I was wanting. And again, it was our mistake for not advertising it more. But it's odd. Lotus said, how strong do the legs feel? Do you think you have strength to stand? I think I do. I still have a good amount of strength left, but if I put weight on my right leg a little more than I probably should be, it does hurt where the ligaments are and all, but it's not like it was hurting before. So it's going to be painful to stand, but I don't want to risk it while I'm not there. Gabriel said that C10 is looking sharp. God made that style to be orange. That is quite the sharp truck, I will admit.
Thank you.
But I think Gabriel said he's going to do his like that too, that color with a white top, if I remember right. And that thing's going to be awesome.
Well, I like it, but if I would have redone this one, I would have either put the door handles on it or I'd have took all the trim off of it. I wouldn't have had the trim.
I like the
I think
trim.
it looks crazy with the trim and no door handles. I wouldn't shave the door handles if I was gonna put the trim on it.
I would like door handles back on, but it's not my truck. Olivia said, wait, I just revised. I get me bachelor's this year. Well, there you go. That's awesome. Gabriel said, we like living in BFE, no congestion or traffic. There's lots of traffic out there, but it is in the middle of BFE.
But I do like it.
We're in the county, so we don't have to worry about if we make too much noise. And I mean, when we do these giant smoky burnouts, people just slow down on the highway and go to a different lane to avoid the smoke. Lotus said, is it the same truck as farm truck? Yes. Farm truck.
Truck's a long bed.
Yeah, I think it's a 72.
But,
But
it's the same
yeah, it's the same truck, same body styles as it. Michelle said, yeah, just take your time to heal. You will get there. It's good you can drive. Well, I was telling Dad today, driving the blue truck's a little more difficult than I was expecting. Every other vehicle I have drove is drive-by-wire. So it's an electric-driven gas pedal. And my burnout car, I wouldn't even count it because it's not much to push that throttle. The blue truck has a decent amount of tension on my pedal. So, I mean, I don't have cruise control either. So I have to constantly hold it. It doesn't hurt. It's just the leg's tired after driving an hour. But you're right. I will get there. It's been 10 weeks, and I have come a long way. Michelle said, I am only up the road. I will bring kids next year. Cool. That would be awesome. We will advertise.
Get some candy.
Yeah. Terry said, hey, how are you doing? We are great. I hope you are. Let's see here. Cherry sent 100 bits. Thank you. Lotus said, at least you don't have to go through building the muscles back to be strong enough. Buddy,
I think he's going to be okay. He's got it in his mind.
I'm just scared.
He's got it in his mind, and I'm afraid that's going to mess him up.
Well, if anything, I'm a determined asshole.
I kind of rather him do that and then think he can and then he can't. But I believe he's going to be all right. 'Cause what y'all can't see is this. See, he has no problem of throwing his legs around and across them and stuff like that. And he does everything he needs to do with his legs. So,
Lotus said, oh, don't get me wrong, BFE is a great place. But it's just I'm nervous because an x-ray doesn't show my ligaments. And what makes me nervous is if they're not healed. And I go to stand and put weight on that right leg, they're just going to tear again. We're not doing any kind of scan to check them. We're just giving it a timeline. And that's scary. But let me get caught up. Michelle said this is the best time for you to go to school if you can't do much. And if it's online, that's better. Let's see. Michelle said, how many weeks has it been from the surgery? Let's see, tomorrow will be 10 weeks since the surgery. Think.
tomorrow's Monday, you would have had it on.
10 weeks.
We
Yeah,
had
the 8th.
Jackson on Friday.
Yep. So yep, tomorrow's 10 weeks since surgery. But Michelle, the problem being of trying to get my CRNA or something like that is I have to
Lindsay
do
wants
a
to know what is BFE.
bumfuck Egypt.
You can't say that on the live. You're gonna get us banned.
But I'll go back to work at the beginning of the year, and my work doesn't allow for basically part-time. Let's see here. Lotus said, AKA middle of nowhere. Cherry said, I'm good, thanks. That's awesome. Olivia said, Lotus said, that would suck, but it should be okay by the time they get around to letting you walk. I think the 17th Monday, not this coming Monday, but next, I think that's just the initial consult. I'm sure they're going to see how well I can do if I can stand and all, figure out how much PT I need, and start
That's the
scheduling
day
PT.
he's gonna stand up and run the hell out of there.
I'm going to stand up and haul ass out the dang door and be like, thank you.
All you gotta do is tell me I'm gonna stand and I'm gone.
Yep. Jane said hi to Cherry. Olivia said thank you, Jane. Michelle said my grandson with spinal bifida that's now 18 can drive fair due to weak legs. Well, that's awesome that he's able to drive. And my mother-in-law sent me a video the other day of a man who is a paraplegic, who lives on either the second or third floor of an apartment building and has a daughter. And he gets out in the morning, crawls down the stairs, gets in his wheelchair that's in his garage, and wheels him and his daughter to her doctor appointment, and wheels back and gets himself up there. Like, just because you are handicapped or whatever, capable, doesn't mean your life stops. You can keep living. So I'm glad to see that people are saying that.
What'd you just say?
Shut up.
What'd you just say?
Cherry said, hi,
What'd you
Jane.
just say?
Cherry said, Jane, I hope you're having a blessed Sunday. Gabriel said, yes, my truck will be orange with a white roof. Stuff just doesn't move as fast as I'd like. Hopefully an update
I'll see
video
you, Gabriel.
here in the next month or so. Hey, Gabriel, we get it. But when that joker is done, that's going to be a swift damn truck. And I can't wait to see the update video. Michelle said, my grandson has to be 19, has had 19 major surgeries, and nobody would ever know that he has had any problems. And he's had not to walk, stand, sit for months on end, and nothing has stopped him still to this day. That is awesome.
Notice I'm the same way. I didn't realize Adam didn't have one leg. It was a few hours after I met him before I realized it.
I was wondering why he had such a limp.
The jokes started coming out before I realized he only had one leg.
Lotus said, you drive the short, slow train. You think that they would be okay with handicap. Well, I don't get to drive the train full time. But I have to get on the train. And I have to get to the seat.
And that first step is kind of high.
It's about waist high
And I'm
sometimes.
telling you, they didn't build the train steps for handicapped people because they're hard for a person that's not handicapped to get up in there.
Yeah. Jane said, I am Cherry. Thanks. How's your day? Cherry said, Jane, you are welcome. My day is good. Thank you. Lois said, you wouldn't know Adam has one leg. I didn't until 4 hours after I met him. I didn't know for the longest time. And then I started making fun of him as soon as I figured it out. Olivia said,
He
Lotus.
started the jokes though.
Yes, I did.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Adam did.
Olivia said, Lotus, you still owe me $40, and you're lucky I said 40 and not the actual price. Lotus said, I just figured he had a limp. Never going to happen. Olivia said, at least it isn't $120 worth. Well, we got about $150 worth of candy sitting here. Rumple. Hello.
Hello, Rumple.
Hello, Rumple. I'm the one behind the camera. He said hello to me. Let's see. You need to get back to work, sir. That door ain't going to build itself.
You right.
Lotus said, rich girl trying to rob the poor people. She's like the reverse Robin Hood. You can call her Hood Robin. Hood Robin. Stealing from the poor to give to the rich. Jane said, hey, Rumple. Rumple said, what's the news about Black Betty? Making a miniature model? That's Scott of the Lake. Yes, Rumple. Let me roll you in here and I'll show you. Some of my in-laws ran over a splitting mall. Got me that. Go down. They got me that. And it's not the same year model, but I started building it a couple days ago, and I have since hit a stopping point.
I'm running the jump box up there so you can look. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. You want to take the blue truck? Might as well. Might as well say, wee!
No, because if I take the blue truck, I got to stop at the guard shack.
Touche. Olivia said, you're the one that made me lose $120 worth of paint. It's pocket change for you. Y'all want to see Dad's door he's building? Lotus said, you're the one that tied your email into your music. That seems kind of silly. Granted, my email's pretty easy to figure out. Neverdoneprojects@gmail.com. Let's see here. First, Annie, and Annie's me first. Rumpel said, "Oh, that's pretty cool. So, now, can I have the original Black Betty?" No. I'm not allowed to get rid of her. And even if I was, I don't think I would want to get rid of her. I found another truck on Marketplace. Same body style, long bed, 4-wheel drive, 4-speed manual with 350 small block. And it was pretty cheap. Had a visor on the front with the roof lights. Yeah, that was gonna be awesome. Olivia said, "No, I was the one who had my phone Bluetooth my phone to the speaker cock ahead." Lotus said, "I ain't paying." Not never. Oh, he's about done. Yeah, see? A custom door. And he texted me before I started. Cool. So who said they didn't know about the blue truck? If you didn't know, the dually's blue too. Oh, and y'all check this out. From my burnout on the 31st, look at all that rubber. It's about 30,000 miles worth of rubber. Tina Fly, it was you and Pop Pops and Jane. I don't think so. I think you cray-cray. Technically. See, Gabriel said, "I do like older 4x4 Chevys to have the 4-speed manual, which my Duramax." Yeah, your Duramax has that 6-speed, and I am jealous. But that's one thing about Black Betty. I wanted the long bed and a 4-wheel drive. And I would love a 4-speed, but I ran into Black Betty, and it was a hell of a good deal. Lotus said I would have just let it run and be sanded out when dried. There you go. But there's my blue truck. 2006 GMC Sierra, regular cab short bed. 20-inch LTZ wheels off of a Tahoe from like 2012, something like that. 295 40/20s on it instead of the stock 275 55 20s. So a little bit wider, a little shorter. Lowered 4 and 6, I want to say. But obviously the bed on both sides needs to be re-cleared. I have a few dents here and there. 320-some thousand mile truck. Best part about it is a stick shift. So, I mean, basic truck. Let's see here. Jane said, "Wait, sheesh. So Black Betty, black Earnhardt truck, smaller blue truck, and blue dually." Oh, Jane, you just hold on. Yes, you have the Intimidator, which is what Dad's driving, which we call the black truck. Okay, so that one is Dad's. The blue one is Dad's. Black Betty is mine. And of course it's black. This is also mine. So that's my Duramax 2006. Olivia said, "No, I removed all the hoods, so okay." I agree, Lotus. The Dale Earnhardt is badass. Jane, that's my 2005 Scion. Has a hole in the transmission. We thought about just JB welding it and just hoping for the best. This is quote-unquote Justin's truck, Marketplace Warrior. It is also black. It started as pewter. I have rockers to do it, but I need cab corners now. But we basically rebuilt the whole truck. At some point, we'll rebuild the motor. But that's a 2001, but it's Marketplace Warrior if you hear us talk about it. Of course, the crowd's favorite, Black Betty. I just call my Duramax, I just call it my big truck. Let's see, Lotus, I think I'm gonna drop the transmission out of that when the lift is fixed. JB weld the shit out of the hole because it still has the bracket to it, and then just put it on, and it's not like it's a damn drag car, it'll hold. Jane said, "Wait, why did you have to wait to have Justin bring you the truck?" I can't get in that. Let's see. Jane said, "Can I borrow a truck?" Sure. I don't even know if the door's unlocked. It is not. But you're talking my hips are right here. So you're talking my hips are like right here on the truck, barely above the door seal, and the seat is like up here. My board's 33 inches, and I got in the dually and I hurt my leg, and the dually and this truck are the same height, so I wasn't gonna be able to get in this truck. But the Intimidator, I didn't want to take it from Dad, so I'm not going to take his truck, and the blue one's mine. And Marketplace Warrior, the brakes need to be bled. The last thing I need is to lose brakes while I'm trying to drive and I'm in this condition. We have a lot of vehicles. It's kind of just one of those. I can't get into most of them. Either that or they just need some work that I don't need to be trying to drive while I'm in this condition. Let's see here. I'll flip you around. Whoa, Black Betty. Bam, bam. Jane said, I have an old Dale Earnhardt hat here. You need to hang it up in the garage. Hey, that would be awesome. I think we got some Dale Earnhardt stuff here and there. But Dad's number 301 out of whatever number. Olivia said, I wish Boggy could do that to some of his cars instead of having to completely replace parts. It gets expensive fast. Well, the XB is a cast aluminum shell for the transmission. To do it right, I need a new transmission. It's a $2,000 car. It's got damn near 300,000 miles on it, and all it is just pitter-putt up and down the road. Again, if you drive it aggressive, it would break, but I'm pretty sure I could JB Weld the shit out of it, put it back together, and go, because I can still drive it. Like, as it sits right now broken, I can still drive it. Jane said, okay, and you didn't want Justin to drive any of the other trucks because we know what will happen. I told him he could drive the blue one because it's kind of the one that I'm least attached to. But my Duramax has over 500 horsepower and don't need a 19-year-old driving something like that. Rumpel said, in childhood days, there used to be a classmate who used to have all the fancy stationery and stuff, like light-up shoes. I'm getting that feeling. We don't have nice stuff. We just have a lot of stuff. Lotus said, I think you could Aluma weld a plate to it. That's something we need to look into then. I would not be against it. But, yeah, and of course, Rumpel, you saw Dad's truck. That's the one in the picture. People kill me. I'll come in. Is that y'all's truck? Yes, it's sitting on the lift. The lift is broken. We still can't get it to work. But again, Rumpel, we have a lot of stuff. Not to say it's nice. Lotus said, or just buy one and probably 200 or 300 at a yard. I am struggling to find one at a salvage yard. I can't find one on Marketplace that they're not wanting $1,800 for just the transmission. Because, finding the 5-speed is the problem. An automatic I can get all day for a couple $100. But, there's that car. Yeah, that's why I said Lotus, F that. But hey, Gabriel, if you're still in here, we had a thought the other day. Big block, 396, in Black Betty. Black Betty's motor into the orange truck, and the orange truck's motor into the new 94. Lotus said, nice. Rumpel said, yeah, the orange truck is my second favorite Black Betty. Reigns supreme. I agree. Olivia wants that car. No. Rumpel, here's my truck. This is my 70. Dad's is a 71. We're doing the LS swap. I'll be getting some different wheels for it. Those are some 16s off of a 4x4 90s model truck, OBS. That was widened to 10.5 inches wide. But 16s are hard to find and not an all-terrain style wheel. We will finish the LS swap and we will go from there. Of course, you know about my burnout car. And again, Rumpel, what you got to realize is like these burnout cars, this is a $500 car. That's what I gave for it. It will always be a $500 car. Let's see here. Jane said, Liv, you already have cars. Amen. Olivia, you called it that car. I think it's pretty. If you're talking about a car that's in the air, that is Twisted Sister. It is on video here. Yeah, she looks nice. It is a 95 with the 98 Z28 front end, a body kit. This thing is scratched up more than a bingo card or a scratch off ticket. We were going to put an LS in it. We're still going to put an LS in it. This is the LT K member or subframe, whatever you want to call it. And it needs a lot of work. So I might just find a new one of those and just, bolt it in with the LS motor and go from there. Listen, I want to win Cletus giveaway 2025 Cadillac CTS V Blackwing. I would love to win it, but property taxes on that thing would murder me. You're talking, that's like a $250,000 car. Let's see, Olivia retracted the message. Jane said, geez, another truck. Oh, yeah, Jane. Hold on, let me get you up here. Adrian, hello. What we're not going to lie about. Olivia said, but I want it, Mama Bear. Rumpel, I got only Hot Wheels, period, so stop complaining. Hey, I got Hot Wheels, too. Hence, Fireball. Okay, Lotus said it comes with $50K to cover taxes. Well, that would help. That would definitely help, but I would love to win it. Let's see here. Olivia said, I have Hot Wheels. So Jane, here's one of our next projects. We were going to name it Plain Jane. It is a 71 C20. We're going to take the body and all off of it and put it onto a Tahoe frame. And it's called a body swap, of course. She's rough. She looks decent from here, but she's rough. But it needs a lot of love. We'll get it figured out though. But Dad wanted to name it Plain Jane. That's the one we were asking about a name for, and it kind of turned into, now it's called No Name. So maybe we can load it up and go to Nationals next year and call it No Name Nationals. Let's see here. Lotus said 700 horsepower Caddy. Absolutely, damn wild supercharged 6.2. I would love to have it. Rumpel, what's that RV/camper? This is where Dad stays when he's here on the weekends. It is a Forest River Salem FSX Platinum. It's a little toy hauler. Yesin, live from Morocco. Cool. Live from North Carolina, United States, America land. Jane said, not going to be Plain Jane then. Hey, there you go. But Plain Jane like the candy wrapper. I know you know what that is. And then here's my little 88 Toyota. But again, I thought about trying to drive this. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the problem with my truck too. Y'all look at the height difference between my leg and would be the problem. Oh, getting the Toyota would be the problem for me. I can't go much further. But that Nissan was here when we bought the place. Let's see. Volvo, and then I might can zoom it in back there. There's the new 94. Okay. Yep, I figured it out. Wi-Fi was bad, but the 94 needs a motor, and we might can use the motor from the orange truck. Let's see. You know what? I like being out here. I'm going to park right here. Let's see here. Olivia, I was telling Tinker about the Nissan. Dad wants to put the turboed 5-cylinder from the Volvo into it with the rear-wheel drive transmission. I would love to do that. Either that or put it on like a Honda CR-V, like the truck body, drop it down on it. But we'll figure it out. It's not just going to sit there and rot. We got plans. Jane said, I think Plain Jane should be called Bambalam. So then you have old Black Betty and Bamalam. I will do Bamalam if I get another square body. How about that, Jane? Olivia said, there you go. Lotus said, you guys need a forklift to get Randy in and out of cars. Yep. I can get out fine. Getting in is the problem. I have the strength to do it, but when the board's sitting about like that, it doesn't matter who you are, you can't get your leg too high. Olivia said, oh, or Rebel, since it doesn't have a bed. Oh, it will have a bed, because it's a long bed right now, because it's a C20, so 2500. When we put it on the Tahoe frame, the wheelbase is 1 inch difference, so it'll be a short bed then. So we'll get a short bed and put it on there. Jay said, it's cold and rainy here, not short sleeve. Oh no, it's a sweatshirt. Get it, Tiger. You'd expect how loud that son of a gun was. It would have been going a lot faster. Let's see. Yeah, no, it is not short sleeve weather, but that wind is a little nippy. But without the wind, y'all, it feels great. Lotus said yes, and snowing and coming tonight. Oh, love that. This wind's blowing harder than a damn prom day. Let me get in here inside so that wind calms down. Okay. Jane said, shut up, Lotus. Why don't you tell me my toupee's messed up now? Levy said, no bed. No. I wanted to have a bed. I would rather have that. Hello, Reaper. Older Peanut Gallery. Meow. Hello, Reaper. Levy said, no bed. It looks way hotter that way. I don't need to look hot. I'm married. Lotus said, meow, windy. Yes, very windy. That's what I've told people. If you're in the sun, it feels great out here. But that wind blows, kind of hurts my bones. Almost like I broke a few. But I have some cab fit single row light bars. Should I put those on Black Betty and the Toyota, or suggestions? Reaper, Dad had to run to the lake real quick with the jump box, and our neighbor's going to mow the yard with our mower, and the battery is deader than, I don't know, somebody who's dead, Abraham Lincoln. Olivia, I've never liked flatbeds. That will be Dad's decision though, but we want to body swap it, and if it goes onto a Tahoe frame, it's going to be a short bed, 6.5 foot bed, or 6 foot bed, whatever it might be. I don't like a flat bed, period, much less on a short bed. But the truck needs a lot of work, as in it needs floor pans, it needs rockers, cab corners, probably doors. When I tell you it's rough, it's rough. I think Dad's back. But the truck was $300, like $350. And here, if I do a body swap, it would be ran off of the VIN of the Tahoe, so I could have a title. Let's see, Reaper said, man, you cruising, I'll race y'all in my Chevy. I have nothing more to lose right now, I'll hit you. Let's see here, Rumpel said, don't put it on Black Betty, it would spoil the vintage vibes, in my opinion. Well, I'm not putting a flatbed on Black Betty. Black Betty's too nice. Olivia said, I think the Nissan needs a bed to look right, or I'd say remove the bed on that. If it was one of those that No Name was running and driving and all, I'd make a flatbed for it. Lotus said, need those old KC lights off of the roll bar. Yeah, I do. Let's see. This thing rides rougher than a Dodge. Let's see here. Not the bed, I mean those overhead light thingies. Oh, I got you. I would like roof lights and the visor to go on this. But I do like my lights here. I need to fix them and get them wired in. Reaper said, I'll make sure we're going downhill. I'll be in neutral. Hey, there you go. But old Black Betty here. I love this little truck. Even got the flag holder still on it. But let's see here. Olivia said, shh, I've ordered something. Boggy doesn't know it yet. It's for me and home. Oh God. Lotus said, at least it's more reliable than a Ford. Amen. Olivia said, don't worry, I didn't pay money so he wouldn't be mad. Reaper said, your truck's better. That's okay. Your truck can be better. I'm not in competition with anybody. I would like to paint or have the inside of the truck, because the truck was originally, as you can tell, the tan color. Obviously the seat is too. The seat's not in bad shape, but I want to drive it. But again, my hips are right here at the door seal, so I ain't making that. We'll make it eventually. I do need a pew pew rack in the back just to make it more of a thing, I guess. But no, like I said, we're talking about, and it's just in talks right now. It's not confirmed yet. It's not denied. We're talking of putting the big block in Black Betty and doing a bunch of motor swaps. It'll be like 4 motor swaps in general. We're just talking about it. Not saying we're doing it yet. Reaper said, I do like the truck. I'm just giving you hell. That's okay. Olivia said, Betty is way better than my J10, but my J10 holds more important memories for me. There you go. Jane said, Reaper, what truck do you have? Brittany, thank you for sending the bits and hello. Reaper said 2025 Chevy Diesel Dually. Reaper, if you like it, buddy. But I'd rather have that one all day, every day. Or the dually that's right on the other side of the building. That 2025 is going to have more problems than I've had, I promise. Brittany, again, thank you for the 100. And Reaper, thank you for the Corgi. Olivia said, I'd say go for it, Randy. It told Pops that it was a good idea. Well, me and Dad were just sitting there just spitballing ideas for stuff to do. And I said that, and his face lit up like a Christmas tree. Because Black Betty's motor is a damn wicked motor. So I have a feeling that we will be doing that whenever I get better. Brittany sent cat ears. Thank you. Jane said, oh, with your trust fund money, Reaper? There you go. Lotus said, stop bombing the chat. Do Jules make money? Brittany said, you're welcome. Again, I can't tell people thank you enough. Those things are cool. They take up the screen, but they're awesome. I'm never going to turn them down. I'm never going to ask you for them, but they're pretty damn cool. Let's see. It's a little warm out there, y'all. Lotus, yes, Jules don't make a lot, but they make a little. And remember, every cent counts, and every cent makes $1. Luffy, do you by chance have an Impala? I am not good in cars, but I saw like 64, Impala 69, I guess. I saw it in a show and was pretty sorry for my English. Might sound bad. Hey, that's okay. Your English is better than most people that are living here. We do not have an Impala. I would love a 69 model Impala, or I would love like a 63 model Cadillac DeVille. I love the old cars. When I get better, I get back on my feet, and I start making a little bit better money than my short-term disability is paying, I'm going to start looking into getting me an old classic car. And I'm not talking about putting no blown big block in it, but I want it where I can get in it and drive wherever I want to go around here. So if you stick around, eventually we'll get an old car like that. But an Impala 69, that is a badass car, buddy. Beth. Hello, Beth. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Looks like a sunny day. How are the temps? It's cold and windy here. Beth, good evening. Good afternoon, excuse me. I hope you and Mike are doing swimmingly today. It feels like it's about in the high 60s. Yesterday was in the mid 70s. It is very windy. I do still have on a sweatshirt because that wind is just a tickle nippy. Brittany, thank you for the goat trophy. Lotus said, okay, I didn't know it made money. Again, it's not a lot, but I'm not going to turn it down. It would be silly of me to say, stop sending me money. You don't have to send me anything, just like we don't ask anybody to be members. Lotus said, PC people don't get to do that. Really? I don't understand why certain people can, certain people can't. Like Madison, for the longest time, couldn't do the membership because she's on iPhone. But here lately, it did. Olivia said, so Pop Pops get Randy's vroom. What did the big block sound like? I don't know if it was hotter than Black Betty's engine, but the big block is what was in the red truck originally. And no matter how you look at it, the big block would make more power than Black Betty's motor now if I needed it to, because it's more cubic inches. It's a 396 402. So no matter how you look at it, the 396 could make more power. It has a mother thumper cam in it, needs a valve adjustment. But I can get aluminum heads and a high-rise intake on it and a big cam, and you're talking Black Betty's motor wouldn't hold a candle to the big block. But I don't know, just something about a big block and a square body. Call it the quadruple B, big block Black Betty. Dad's back. Brittany sent a mystery gift. It's a mystery. Reaper said, hey, don't hate the trust fund. Jane said, hi, Luffy, and your English is good. I agree. Brittany sent floating heart. Thank you. Reaper said the Impala from Supernatural. That was a badass Impala. Jane said, hi, Beth. Cold and wet here in Ohio. Brittany sent a flower. Daryl said, what's up? What's up, Daryl? Brittany sent 100. Olivia said, it's still warm here. And then Mac with approximately 18 exclamation points. Daryl said, ghosty with the 1 exclamation point. Lotus said, hey, mac and cheese. Jane said, Reaper, we don't hate the trust fund as long as you don't come in and say your stuff is better than anyone else's. Hey, that's what I've said, and that's what Dad said. I don't hate on people's stuff. Yeah, we give everybody shit for Fords, but I'm not going to hate on your car if that's something you want to work on. And I just ask you to give the same respect to us. Our stuff is cheaper. The orange truck's definitely one of the nicest vehicles on the property, and same with the Intimidator. I'm not out here to impress anybody. I'm not out here to race anyone. Well, you get it figured out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was rolling around. James lost on the vehicles. I'm like, we only have a few. But Daryl said, Lotus. James said, hi, Mac. How are you feeling? Just chill, DD. Hey, you mechanic or something? We're a YouTube channel that happens to sell tires, and we're kind of addicted to old cars and trucks. There's a saying, it's called a shade tree mechanic. Pretty much what we are.
We're below them.
We're below them. We're more like just a shade tree. Trees.
We're parts changers.
I don't like trees. Bida-doom, bida-doom. Let's see here. Daryl said, Jane, I'm good. Jane said, hi to Just Chill. Olivia said, yeah. Jane said, headache gone, Mac? Olivia said, I love the sound of that. I'd say go for it. Big block in Black Betty. Black Betty's motor in the orange truck's motor in the 94.
Oh, well.
I said, it's just something we've talked about.
Fuel injection before.
Yes, this is just something we've talked about, nothing we've even started trying to do. But,
Well, we got to make steps first. Like, not me, you.
you know what? I'm not going to stand and hear that.
I know, just sit right there and be still.
I'm just going to sit here and take it. Let's see here. Lotus said, we don't hate, we just mind or mildly jelly. I get it, man. Trust me. I'd love to have a new vehicle, but it's okay. Daryl said, pretty much. Glad that headache's pretty much gone, buddy. Let's see. Olivia said, what do you mean Black Betty isn't the nicest on the block? Again, Black Betty, compared to the average square body, was cheap. And by the time you figure up the motor cost, the cost of the truck, and the wheels and tires, I ain't got much in Black Betty. I mean, people like her because it's my opinion, and I've talked to other people, it's more of a achievable dream for people. It's like the people's truck, the people's champion. Reaper said, my love my Fords, but y'all can give me all the crap in the world. Hey, you can give us all the crap in the world, Reaper,
Oh.
because he was talking about his truck's better.
Who said there's true better?
Reaper, his 2025
Yeah, but
Chevy
like that.
Duramax diesel.
Oh, yeah. He's finally got something where he don't have to put.
Yeah, Jane said that we're not mad about his trust fund money, but just don't hate on other people that are saying their stuff's bad.
Not on, no, man.
And I said, we give everybody
about
shit
it.
about the Fords, but we're not going to hate on somebody who's building their stuff.
Lord knows.
Let's see here.
We're
Lotus said,
happy for him. I'm just upset that he's got a big old trust fund and he won't even support the channel. I'm just playing.
Lotus said, I'm still down to race a Camaro. Well, Justin will probably race you in that ZL1. I don't think you'll hold a candle to it. Jay said, I saw snowflakes. Where? Better not have been here. You saw it here, it was ashes. I'm not jealous of that in the slightest, Jay. Just chill, enthusiastic guy, or I try to be. My mental state right now is in the toilet. But it's like whenever you tell yourself you don't have a headache, you don't have a headache. If I tell myself I'm okay and I'm happy, I can start singing that song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Mother said, no, Jane, none here yet. Jane said, LOL, oh good, Reaper, we can give him crap. It's definitely colder than it this morning. Bump that. This morning was cold, now it feels pretty good out here. Let's see, Olivia said, me and Pops talked about it. Well, I will always say I back you up. Well, thank you. Well, said he has an errand. He has earned the right to boast a bit. Hey, there you go. Beth said, did you get your truck back, RH3? Yes, I did, Beth. I drove home yesterday. Well, to my in-laws yesterday. I drove here today. It is a little harder to drive because it is a drive-by cable instead of wire, and the tension is there. I don't have cruise control, so it takes a little bit to drive, but it feels really, really good to be driving. Jay said, poor Reaper. Let's see here. Olivia said, oh, well, she's still the hottest truck in the block. She needs that upgrade. Well, I need to do her lugs and studs so I can actually drive it. I don't even know if the transmission shifts out of first. Olivia said, I still feel bad he had to move to Texas. There you go. Let's see. Just chill. Tell me honestly, you in America or German cars? I'm into American vehicles, buddy. German cars are great. They all have their strengths and weaknesses, but I am more into trucks than cars. But if I'm going to get a car, I would rather have an American car, but I would not turn down an old Volkswagen. Notice said, I need more boost. So do I. Olivia said, I know some cars that will blow out that candle. Listen, just remember, ain't nobody here, number one. There's always somebody faster. Reaper said, I'm going to run my truck off the road now. Just be careful.
That's what got him in the mess last time.
Yeah. Daryl said, flipping snowing. I don't envy you. You keep that, Daryl. Lotus said, it's okay. You will buy another one tomorrow, Reaper. Rumple said, Metal Art Customs, hello. Daryl said, Rumple. Beth said, well, glad you got it and are driving. Me too, Beth. It's definitely weird driving by myself right now, but it's a very welcomed weird. Lotus said, German over-engineering is a pain. Well, they did great on it. They last good, I would say. But like you said, the over-engineering part kind of makes it a little bit more of a pain. Olivia said, he wouldn't turn down a Hemi Cuda, Randy. It becomes your best friend. I wouldn't turn down a vehicle that was given to me. Just Chill said, American muscle car, raw power hits different. Well, that's one thing I can agree with you. Is just the raw power of an American V8 with no boost, just a damn stock motor or a small cam, just instant. Lotus said, careful, Randy, Boggy going to get him a new ZL1. And that old Shelby come rolling around, no kidding. Reaper said, all right, I'll go find Bigfoot and the Skinwalkers. All Peanut Gallery asked the bald man about me hunting Bigfoot. Oh, I was reading that. I was laughing like hell.
You don't even know it yesterday. Him and Popeye was hunting and fishing yesterday.
Yep, Popeye, Reaper, and Maria went fishing yesterday and caught 220 fish.
They'd already killed 48 deer.
And a skinwalker.
Yeah.
Olivia said, I don't know how the Shelby is handling. I haven't heard it start. That ain't good. Daryl said, fighting with the skid loader, trying to get it fired up. So I'm in and out. How long have you been live? Been live for an hour and 40 minutes, Daryl, but it's okay. Again, we understand people have lives to live. Olivia said, at all since the cold season. Well, if it's built like you say it is, it ain't gonna like the cold season. Let's see here. Just Chill said, still the OG Mustang, rough and tough. I started liking the Mustangs when they put a V8 in them instead of a straight 6. But I'm not a big fan of Mustangs. I like my 2nd and 3rd gen Camaros. I don't even like the 4th gen Camaros, but we got 3 of them. Let's see here. Jane said, Reaper, you have no idea how much you made me laugh that night. It was great. Thank you.
Hey, not just Jane.
Everybody
that
was laughing.
One heck of a live. Everybody left that night having a good time.
Let's see. Lotus said, he said the tune sucks for cold. I was going to say a car built to that level is not going to like the cold weather, generally
It might
speaking.
like the cold air.
But not the cold weather.
Yeah.
Rumpel said different companies/countries automobile have different priorities: power, speed, luxury, elegance, reliability, mileage, etc. It's often a mix of attributes. You are exactly right. Almost every company out there does something really, really good and then dabbles in the rest.
Like us.
We dabble in exhaust. Yeah, whenever I remake the business cars, I don't know if I'm going to put exhaust work on it.
Yeah.
Reaper said, y'all are welcome. I needed it too. Well, anytime you want to come in here and pick around and cut up, we're always down to pick around and cut up.
I was afraid you might have took it too far because you didn't come in for a day or two. So
Well, it's because he was dealing with skinwalkers.
I thought we'd done made him mad. Undo
Let's
that,
see.
Please. That's good.
Let's see, Luffy said, cars are so expensive.
No, this.
This?
This. I need
What
to
about-
go out.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, everybody. I'll catch up again in a second.
All right. You go ahead and catch up.
Let's see here. Luffy said, cars are so expensive, so as soon as I get a job, I will save to buy a car, but it will take years since I got a technical degree. Hey, I understand, buddy. Remember, you buy what you can afford, and if you like it, you like it. And if you can go a couple years, or a couple months, a couple days, whatever, of a car that you might not like as much as the car you want, to afford a car you want later, I think it's worth it.
But you remember, you can always get a car and make it the way you like it.
That's
and then
right.
Get what you're dreaming for later.
Yep. You make what you want. Like the blue truck was not lowered, didn't have the fender flares. The truck looks completely different now compared to whenever I bought it. I made it into what I want it to. And at some point, that V6 is coming out and the V8 is going in. Again, I'm not looking for a lot of power. I'm just looking for the fact that I want a V8 5-speed in that truck. So you can make it what you want it to be. Just Chill said, I'm talking about old Mustang 69 Boss. Okay, I can get behind that. Jane said, just chill, my dream car is a 65 Mustang convertible small block. Now, I am no expert, but I don't think Ford ever designated big blocks and small blocks. I hear people on TikTok getting mad about that all the time. Granted, me, I don't care. You always hear about them getting mad. Jane said, Luffy, where are you? I think he said he was in Iraq. Olivia said, yeah, the Supra hasn't agreed with, but she has been running because the damn J10 Nissan down again. Jane said, 69 Boss is nice. I agree. Olivia said, Boggy wants the classic Boss 302. I'd be down for old Fox body with the 302. I know Boggy loves the Fox bodies. Luffy said, Jane, I am from Iraq. Cool. If you did not know, Jane is from Ohio, America land. Reaper said them damn skinwalkers are still talking to him.
What?
Reaper said them damn skinwalkers are still talking to him. Be careful. I heard they like skin. Lotus said, LOL, Boggy wants Eleanor. I bet he does. Jane said, what ages are you teaching? Reaper said, I'll stick to my profile picture. There you go, GTO Judge. Jane said, Reaper, put down the whiskey. Olivia said, I thought Eleanor was a 65 GT500 or something like that. Luffy said, children, but still I'm searching for a job. Well, you do what makes you happy. Lotus said, 67.
Don't do like me, you stuck in a job, you're scared to give up, to go do what you want to do.
Well, that's where I'm at right now. Woo-hoo. If I would have left my job before this job, I could go anywhere and get that job. But now it's a little different.
But because I definitely don't want to be doing what I'm doing.
Let's see, Olivia said, I thought the Boss and GT had different engines. They might have just different configurations of the said motor. Just Chill said, is Republican or Democrat winning the Ohio like there's first Muslim New York mayor? We don't talk politics on here, buddy. The quickest way to make enemies is by talking politics and religion. So that's two things that we will avoid. Olivia said 67 GT500. Okay. Let's see here. Reaper said, I ran out, Jane. Have to buy more. Jay said, well, I give you a lot of credit teaching children. Good for you. Olivia said, ha ha ha. He still hates them. Lotus said, they had a 302 smaller engine, but makes one of the best car noises on the planet with some glass packs. I'll tell you. A dang 302 Ford sounds good. Oh, Rumpel said, BRB, I'm hungry. Okay. Levy said, but he hasn't said anything about hunting for a classic GT500, just a 302. Don't put it in his mind. Lotus said, yeah, because Eleanor is made of gold in any shape. No kidding. Jay said, Reaper, will more whiskey get rid of skinwalkers? LOL, I'm still waiting on deer meat. Just Chill said, Toyota engine or American Classic engine, which do you prefer? Well, what are we talking about? Classic American motor or a classic Toyota motor? If you want to talk about reliability that's going to go further, a classic Toyota motor. I mean, you want a motor that's going to sound really good and have a bunch of torque? American motor. Like you said, they do different things. Like I have an 88 Toyota up there with this original motor. I love it. Livy said, here, y'all talk to him. Oh, no, we don't want to talk to the guy being a dad. Reaper said, me and Bigfoot drink all the whiskey and then Bubba shot the jukebox. Jay said, LOL, damn Bubba. Lotus said, watch out for Downsy Reaper. Livy said, wasn't the 2JZ bulletproof? I think so. It's one of those things, if I'm not mistaken, which I very well could be, the 2JZ required a lot of money to be put into it before it was really worth something. Once you soup them up, oh, they're freaking awesome. But it's going to cost you a lot of damn money. Oh, Boggy said, I fucking heard that. I'm glad your ears are working. Luffy said, thank you, Jane. I tried teaching my friend's brother, and he liked the way I teach him. It was not that hard, but you know, children are full of energy. I was tired, but happy to make a difference. Well, if you do what you enjoy and do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Lotus said, no, 2JZ is really bulletproof. Okay. Well, I just heard one thing. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that's the case or not. But it's a damn good motor. Can't argue with it. But Boggy said it is bulletproof stock. There you go. Lotus said they just last longer built. Well, you can't argue with, what is it, like a 3-liter straight 6 that can make 3,000 horsepower and survive more often than they're not? I mean, you cannot argue with that. Boggy said then have to put 5K in it, and you'll have a monster. There, that's right. That's what I was saying. Just Chill. Ever ride an Impala or any classic? Didn't you have an old Impala, Daddy? Didn't you have an old Impala?
Yeah, I had a 62 Impala.
Okay, so Dad had a 62. I don't think I've ever got to ride in a classic one like that. But Dad had a 62, so he's rode them and drove them. Reaper said I come across him and Yeti, and I waved and went on my way, and then shot Bubba down the river. Lotus said induction put 40K in Cletus's. It lasted 1 day. But that's Cletus's. He's hard on things. But how long you want to stay live?
That's how many people's in there?
12.
I mean, that's up to you. How many do they want? I mean,
Well, it's been an hour and 50 minutes.
what else
The
you
phone's-
got to do?
I will kick you right square in the nads.
Not today, you won't.
Well, I have a better idea. Cute. I got a better idea. Where's my damn wrap toys? And I'll cook you something else. I gotta be careful. This thing's almost dead, and he's gonna light me up like a damn Christmas tree now. Okay. Just Chill asked if you were satisfied with your Impala.
I wished I had it back. I can tell you that.
Isn't that the one in like second gear would wrap the speedometer around at 110?
It was a multitask. I could pull it down in low gear, burn the tires all the way through first, second, and into drive, or I could pull it down in low gear, wind it up, and hit second gear, and when in second gear it'd go all the way, just start diving at 120 mile an hour, and then shift it up. Once it did that, and I went to high gear, it had the X-frame and started walking with me. It was
So I'm gonna say you were never disappointed in your Impala.
no.
Okay. So that's your answer.
I
He was satisfied and he was not disappointed.
I was not, and if I had it back, I would be just as happy as a. Never mind.
Reaper said, sorry, y'all, for the music references. It's okay. I like those songs. Jane's laughing. Boggy said, well, I just got her. There you go. Boggy said, I'd like to stay and chat with the friends, but I don't get to talk too much. That's okay. Go take care of your kids, buddy. Lotus said, yeah, and you can't run. No kidding. I can wheel away, but I'm not very fast. Jane said, Reaper, just keep up with your adventures. Jane said, take care, Boggy. Talk to you later. That's right. Boggy, you take care, buddy. Boggy said, what the hell? I'm staying.
Okay.
Well, I guess he can't talk much, but he can stay. That's okay. Lotus said, Reaper, can you fly me down to hunt with you? I want a bag of Bigfoot. Boggy said, Pops had an Impala? It was before my time.
Yeah, 62 Chevy Impala, white, and I do not like white, but it was white with a red pinstripe.
Jane said, Boggy, you got work to do.
Red interior.
Lotus said, all right, Boggy, staying. Just Chill said, your pop got style, pal. Well, that orange truck behind him right there that almost matches his shirt, that's his. He got some swag, buddy. How much I got to pay you to stop dancing? You look goofy now. Now you got glasses on. Now I can really light you up. Let's see, Lotus said, hey, Boggy, Randy wants to race you in a ZL1 Camaro for pinks. The hell I do. I ain't getting back in that damn car. Reaper said, Bigfoot is my drinking buddy. Cool. Jane said, Lotus, you starting crap? Lotus said, who, me? Reaper said, ain't nobody hunting him. All right, everybody, safety squints.
I think that,
Bubba shot the jukebox last night. Just Chill. We are in North Carolina. That didn't sound good. Let's see here. Boggy said, y'all hurt my head. I just got here then y'all be talking about ending it. So I was staying to the going to stay a bit. So I wanted to stay because I didn't want to say much to y'all. Because he didn't get to say much to y'all. Well, buddy, you stay as long as you want. We understand you have things to do. I just don't know how long he wants to be live for. I didn't anticipate being live this long.
The way I look at it, as long as you got people wanting to be live.
Well, as long as there's people in here wanting to chit chat, we'll stay live. I don't care. It's just the phone at some point is going to need to be plugged in. Jane said, Reaper walking hand in hand with Bigfoot. Each has a bottle. Look out. Oh, I'm going to have to make that into a song. Let's see. Reaper said, now the skinwalkers you have at. No kidding. Jane said, back of a pig? Oink, oink. Lois said, I guess a skinwalker will be cool. I'm going to call that TV show. They can finally show something. Bobby said, hey, careful. That was almost your toe.
Yeah, I moved it just in time.
Boggy said, just a saying I picked up. I got you. Colored pencils in the way. I see you're just chilling. You got a lot of mountain there. Is there hillbilly and woods? Ever done camping with your pops? We've went camping in campers.
We coach. We don't camp.
Yeah. But yes, we are in the foothills of the mountains basically right here. We go, what, 45 minutes we're in the mountains?
Something like
If that long. So, I mean, we're not far. We're like in the middle of North Carolina. But where we are, there's plenty of hillbillies around here. We ain't even got to go in the woods. I'm starting to think we're part of the hillbillies. Lotus said 4 seasons, no skinwalkers, WTF. Well, they've kept you watching for 4 seasons, so they're going to keep on, like the mall. Lotus said there's hillbillies on the screen. Jay said just chill, where are you? Hillbillies on the screen. I mean, he ain't wrong. Boggy said, Randy, what your opinion on the Hemicudas? I'll let you go first. Opinion on the Hemicuda.
what?
Hemicuda.
I like it. I've always wanted one.
I want one in plum crazy purple. That's just me though. Just chill said, why Jane? Well, we generally want to know where people are from. And since I think this is your first time being in here, we'll put a pin. We got a world map in the office. We'll put a pin in for you. Reaper said, Peanut Gallery, when you make that song, email it to me. Email me your email at neverdoneprojects@gmail.com. And when I make it, I'll email it to you. Jay said, because we like to know where in the world people live. Hey, if you don't want to tell us, you don't have to. But we like to
We
know.
like to put pins in the.
I can't stand up and put the pin in, but if you tell us, I can jot it down and he can put a pin in.
Put a pin in the world map.
Yeah, hell, you've not been in here. I don't think you've been in here before, so. Let me show you the world map. Bubba shot the jukebox last night. Played a sad song he didn't like. Yeah, Ghosty Plays and Boggy the Bog Monsters from Tennessee. Let's see, Lotus said, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I don't know. Yep. Reaper said, what's the email? I missed it. Neverdoneprojects@gmail.com. Let's see, we got a pins all in America, Canada. I don't think we've really had, yeah, we got one in Brazil. Colombia. We got some in Africa, including South Africa. We got quite a few people from the Europes, a few people from Asia, a few people from the Middle East, and we got a few people in Australia. Let's see here. Boggy said, hell, when my shop shut down, finally I might send mine up your way. What to play, just don't sell it. Think of well, look, we will play with a vehicle. We know that. Jane said, "Where's Waldo?" I don't know. Y'all keep losing that joker. Let's see. Just Jill said, "Charlotte is known for haunted place. Am I right?" I don't know, but Charlotte has Charlotte Motor Speedway. They race NASCAR there, and Charlotte also has the Z-Max Dragway, which is a 4-lane quarter-mile drag strip. See, Reaper said, "I'll email you a little bit later, Peanut Gallery." Okay.
All right, there's that door built.
Boggy said, "Hell, might send the Impala up there as well." Well, we're only a little over 5 hours from you. What you looking and smiling at me for?
These screws were just a tad too long.
I see that. Somebody gonna dang stick their finger.
Before I put it up, I'm gonna take the grinder and grind the tit off the L.
Okay. Well, Just Chill said, "Well, I'm not from USA, but far from there." Well, hey, that's okay.
That's fine. We got people all over.
Yep, that's what I was showing you. We got people from everywhere. We have no hatred toward anybody.
Nobody.
I mean, if you want to keep coming, you can keep coming in. If you don't want to tell us where you're from, I don't think anybody here is going to make you.
No, we just.
Jane asked if you're going to paint it, stain it, or leave it natural. We might burn it.
Yeah, we may take we're gonna try to see how it does and may take it and see how it burns. But we will see.
Yep. Reaper said, "I have to go, y'all. Got to go to work. Well, have fun at work. Be careful. And remember, keep it silly."
See you, Reaper.
Boggy said, "Except for Olivia, we don't like her. She is a pain." The Impala? Or the Cuda? Jane said, "Take care, Reaper." Just Chill. Jane is a woman.
And Tarzan is her husband.
Jane said, "Burning it will work!" Exclamation point. Boggy said, "Olivia." Rumple said, "Guess who's back?" It's just me. Back again. Rumple's back. Tell a friend.
Let's see, old handicap. How you doing? Pick that up.
Let me get them set up. Can y'all see?
And I'll tell you what, I hope that this barn thing I bought is going to be heavy duty enough for this. Just don't hit, don't.
Whoops. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, Just Chill said, "Oh," Lotus said, "Shady. Shady is back." Is Shady back? Yes. Just Chill said, "Old but gold." How y'all like that door? You didn't even record finishing it. Oh, okay. Boggy said, "You said we don't discriminate, but we purposely bully Olivia and hate in her for the hell of it because it's funny."
That's the door. I might put the hinges on to see exactly how it's going to go, but that's the door.
Jane said, "Right, Just Chill." Just Chill said, "You a car enthusiast too, Jane?" Lotus said, "It's not for the hell of it because she's mean." Exactly. She's mean to us first. Rumple said, "What's that?" It's for truck bed or door for renovation work. It is the door to the bathroom that Dad built. Jay said, "We kind of bully a couple people, but it's because they're good with it. Like Olivia can't reach the top shelf." I can't reach the top shelf.
Randy.
I know, this is bullshit. Jane said, "I love old cars, Just Chill." You know why she likes old cars so much? Because when she was young, cars weren't even a thing. They were still on horseback. Let's see here.
She said it's a lot easier to hook the cars up.
Yeah. Rumpel said, very cool, rustic looking, me likey. If you've not seen the bathroom, I would
Has
go
he
show
not
you,
showed
but
the
I can't get over there.
If he's not seen the bathroom, let me show you. This here the bathroom that we done, Mike and Beth helped.
Long Ridge Garage.
Yeah, Long Ranch Garage, I'm sorry. This is what it looked like before, just so you know. This is what it looked like before. The door will not open all the way, it hits the toilet. And this is the before. This is the other bathroom. And then this is what we done. Right now we got a shower curtain up just to, for privacy until I built the door. And this is what we done. I got a whiskey barrel. And I'm going to take a whiskey barrel and close it in so you will not see the toilet, but right now it's functional. And I'm going to take the back part of the commode. It's going to go up here, and then there's going to be a tube to come down. So when you pull a string to flush it, it's going to just shoot the water down. I took a galvanized bucket from Tractor Supply and cut a hole in the top of the whiskey barrel. Put our water on it. Cut a hole in the barrel. We're going to end up putting one of the small hot water heaters in here with one of them little gas things. And but that's what we've done. I do have to finish the top and around, but that's the bathroom. It looks a lot better than that other one, I think. I do have to sand the floor where Mike and I was working and got it dirty, but I'll sand it and then we'll clear it. We're probably going to take a torch and try to burn the wood itself and see how it looks. And this part right here is the runners to go over the doors. And these will go on the door and run inside.
Okay. I think Rumpel liked that. Let's see here. Lotus said her first words in the chat today were, I'm going to kick Lotus's butt. You know, I can attest to that.
That's the first word in every channel.
I pretty much. Just Chill said, classy or muscle car, Jane? Jane said, well, there's hope for R3. Whenever I stand again, I'll reach the top shelf. Boggy said, maybe she wouldn't have been so as mean if I wasn't the one who raised her. Ain't no damn telling. Just Chill said, things you love for being American, like freedom or something more. Well,
it's kind of hard because we only know American in this.
I think I might have fixed it. I think that might have fixed it. Yeah, everybody's